Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream. Donations are open, no free readings. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Hi, Sarah Blue. How are you? I got your donation. We'll get started right away. Let me just grab my water. I'm doing great. I am doing great. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hold on, my leg got stuck on the charger, and if not, the phone will fall off the stand. All right, so let's go to your first question. I swear, how is Sarah doing as a mom? How is Sarah doing as a mom? All right, we got the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. Spirit is saying to take it easy on yourself, like give yourself more grace. I feel like with the Ten of Wands, you may be carrying too many burdens that maybe you don't really need to carry. And this could be like with the way you're thinking. Maybe you're feeling like you need to do more, but they're saying that you're doing just fine. To me, the Knight of Pentacles is all about like taking things easy, doing things like slowly, not being so fast paced. Show me more, Spirit. And like knowing that you're doing everything right, because for me the Knight of Pentacles is the most like consistent. He's the most consistent knight is what I would say, or he shows more consistency because he takes his time. He's the most reliable one, so you are showing up for your son as reliable, consistent. He may not know everything that you carry, because I do have that Ten of Wands is like again, carrying burdens, exhaustion, burnout. But with the magician, like they're saying that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. So like there's no need to do more. Like all is well. Obviously, if you want to, you can, but just try to like do your best to like also take time for you. Like get your rest. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. The always creating, and the magician is like all the kings in one. So it's like they're saying that you're a powerful being. I feel like this is how your son views you, like as a powerful being. Show me more, spirit. The Tower, the Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands with the Lovers. You know what I'm getting? So with the Tower and the Two of Wands coming up right after that, the Nine of Wands and the Lovers, there needs to be, so like I don't know. For me, the Tower being here, the Tower could be a little chaotic. So maybe taking your time to plan things out rather than maybe like waiting last minute. Does that make sense to you? Does that like, is that something you do? And then it becomes like chaotic. But yeah, so like taking your time, yeah, like the Three of Wands. Also, I feel like with the Three of Wands is almost like, I feel like you're gonna be rewarded because you're such a good mom, is what they're saying, that you're being rewarded in other departments, if that makes sense. You're being rewarded in other departments. So I would just say the only thing that I would say like that I'm seeing that could possibly like need some work is like just taking your time to plan things out. Don't rush things. I think that maybe like too much of, and we know too much of anything can become like exhaustion. It could become a burnout. I'm thinking like I always say like readings, how I can relate it to like my own situations is well, how spirit puts it. I was just telling my sister. My sister is like all work, work, work. My older sister, work, 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 work. Me and my younger sister were the same way, but we also like, we're gonna go to the concert, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go out to eat, we're gonna take time for us. And it's like I don't feel like I have to be thinking about work 24/7, even though we are very very ambitious. I work for myself, so I have to be ambitious, but I also am like, I know what it's like to work on like no freaking battery, no energy, where you be like, what the freak? Like you, sometimes you get sick. I tell my sister all the time, like, I'm like, you get sick, like, because your body is so exhausted. Like, take time for you. So I feel like, or, not leaving certain things for the last minute. Let me tell you something, I'm that person too. I can leave things for the last minute, and then I'm like, fuck, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just laying down and I gotta be up by 7. And I know my day is gonna drag. So I'm like, I've been learning to like be more mindful of that stuff, because your body just needs energy. It needs to rest. Like I always say, I feel like the key to life is resting, because I also feel like when I don't get enough rest, I get very anxious. So I feel like maybe that, like you just slowing things down a little bit. I do feel like with the Lovers being here, obviously it's a card of love, but in this spread, I feel like you and your son are in alignment right now. So I don't feel like you have anything to worry about when it comes to like how he's viewing you. Wait, let me see. Well, this morning I woke up late and then stepped on our family pet piss, and I was so disgusted. And then I had to clean the poop too, and that all. Oh yeah, it all made you late. Yeah, I know that's how it is, right? Like all the bullshit that could happen is gonna happen when you're fucking running late. So yeah, like taking time to just breathe, to just balance yourself out. Maybe getting yourself like in a routine, um, in a routine where you're kind of like, again, like it's working for you, because at the end of the day, I feel like your son is just following your lead. So as long as you're in a good place, in a good, like you have a good pace, he is too. And yeah, I just feel like it's more so that like just being patient, also just letting things kind of flow, not worrying too much. Maybe there's a bit of worry with him, but I feel like they're saying just, don't worry too much, kind of just know that like everything you're putting out, like let's say that you are like, let's just say you are needing to move, and it's like you have to make that executive decision because there's a way better job offer. He will adjust. He will adjust. Okay. Let me see. Girl, and then my son's water bottle spilled inside. Oh my God, yo. Yeah, there it be moments like that. Yeah, people look at them as tests. You say he's a good sport. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm getting. I'm like, I don't see it, and like I just think that maybe you're doing too much at once, and you just gotta slow down. The Seven of Cups. She doing as mom. Yeah, like you're nurturing. So even though like I don't know if your son's father is like active there, but I feel like you're showing up as the role model. For me with the king of cups, you're showing up as the king of cups. So again, you're showing up as the leader, which what I was saying, but you're also still very nurturing, very empathetic, very loving, very kind. Hi Jess, my love, how are you? So I feel like yeah, like you're still show up as the nurturer, because most kids look for their, I don't know how old your son is, but like I know like even when I'm sick, like I'm like I not that my dad was more nurturing than my mom. He's the more of the hugger, but when I'm sick or like there's like something medically going on, I don't call my dad. Like he don't really got answers for that, but my mom does. So I feel like yeah, like you show up as like the one that's like you're his go-to. There you go. You're his go-to. He's not active, but my two brothers are, but I am. Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna go look for you. Yep, that makes sense. So you're his go-to person. He's 6. I don't know why I thought your son was little. Well, I was gonna say 8. I thought he was like 8. That's not too far off from 6. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like you're his go-to person. Like because to me the Seven of Cups is like anything that can happen. So like let's just say, like I said, like he's only 6, but like if he's sick, like let's just say when he's older, if he's stuck somewhere, like if he needs to problem solve, like if he needs to, even if it's like a car problem, like you're gonna be his go-to person. I mean, eventually, like he'll probably lean, what certain things will he'll take it to like your brothers or somebody else, but it's like you're always gonna be the first person he calls, he goes to. So yeah, that's what I got with that. I feel like you guys are very much in alignment. You're the protector too, is how he views you. So I think that too, like letting your guard down just a little bit, not a lot. I mean, you're a mom. I'm not a mom, so I can't speak much on it, but I am an aunt, and I know that I can be overly protective too. So but I also know that I could be a little bit more lenient than my sister. So just like letting your guard down a little bit more, I think that it will give you a little bit of peace of mind, especially if you see him being a little bit more independent. Um, all right, I'm gonna do your second question, and then I'll go to your universe messages. Let's see. Tanu's current energy towards Sarah. Tanu's current energies towards Sarah. Hi everyone, welcome in. Happy Thursday. You had your Taco Bell? Yo, I had breakfast this morning. Man, I woke up I woke up really early too, like 7:30, and then I was like, yo, I'm way too tired. I went back to sleep. Didn't get up till like 10:30. I ordered no, you know what? I didn't even have like breakfast food today. I actually ordered around like 12 checkers. A fish sandwich though. Fish sandwich with fries. Wait, that's what you want to ask for him? Yeah, yeah, you could change it. So let's see. I wanted to ask how our last day will be before he leaves. Okay. So you guys have a date scheduled? How will their last day be before he leaves? How will their last day be before he leaves? You're rewriting it or like creating a new one? I want to rewrite my what's coming towards you. Like take some out, maybe add some more to some of them. And because I feel like sometimes people question stuff, like especially on Etsy, you know, on here I could speak on it, but on Etsy, you know, I'm just sending it, so I want to make it a little bit more detailed. Rewriting it, okay. All right, how will their last date go before he leaves? For 10 less. Okay, the Queen of Cups. That's so funny. Your son has you like, you show up in a like more of a masculine energy, but still soft. And then with him, with this guy, you show up in like full feminine energy. Like the Emperor. Okay. Doesn't he shows up as the Emperor for you a lot, Sarah. All right, the Fool, the Four Wands. I feel like right away. So with your last date, he's gonna initiate for sure. A lot of initiating from him. I feel like you guys are gonna leave it with like this feeling of like a new start. So, or at least with the hope that there is a new start. Um, show me, show me the Fool. The Five of Pentacles tried to jump out, but it went back. Thank you, Jazz. This is one of the little cheap decks, too. I love this deck, too. The Three of Wands. See, I feel like you both are going to leave looking forward to the next time. So I feel like it's definitely going to go well. It's definitely going to go well. He's taking a lot of initiative. He's showing up as the Emperor. But definitely in this energy of like, okay, like, maybe not... How can I say this? Maybe not being like, what is it? Oh my God. Maybe not addressing a commitment just yet, but definitely in a place of like, I'm gonna see you next time. Like I'm gonna call you. Like it's not gonna feel like he's leaving per se. Like you're gonna know because obviously you know, but it's not gonna feel like a goodbye where it's like it's a goodbye and I'm never gonna speak to you again. It's more so, all right, I'll see you next week. Like, or you know how when you go out on with your friends and you're like, all right, sis, like I'll see you next week. Like not that he's gonna call you sis, but you get what I mean. Like it's not gonna feel like it's the ending. If anything, I feel like it feels like just the start of something new. Um, Looking forward to the next time. Show me more. I have the Four of Wands with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you both will also be leaving. Obviously, I think mentally. So, like I was saying, like you guys obviously know that he's gonna be leaving, right? Um, so in the back of your minds, like that's gonna be there. um but when you guys are together, you're gonna have a good time. I just think that with the Eight of Swords being here is both of your energies, because I have the Four of Wands here. You guys are gonna feel like the date went by too fast. Like it's going too fast. Like the time is went by too fast, and it may leave you both thinking a little bit. Like there's gonna be a little bit of worry um about what happens next. So it's not like you guys are gonna feel 100% okay, but I also don't feel like you guys are gonna feel 100% not okay, or like that things are completely over. Um, it could be just like a little bit of doubt. The Seven of Cups just tried to come out, but it went back in. So that's like that card of like thinking, like maybe there's gonna be a little bit of overthinking. Yeah, it has to do with the communication. I feel like you both don't know what's gonna happen with the communication. But I still see communication coming in for you both. Like you both will still communicate. Anything else she needs to know? I feel like he's gonna tell you something that gives you a sense of comfort of knowing like, okay, this is not it. I feel like something is said. This could be you. I feel like it's going to be both of you. Look, yeah. So with the Ace of Cups, yeah, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Tower, something that he's going to say something to you that's going to, maybe you don't notice it right away, but like as the days go on, you're going to be like, oh shit, like he said this, then that means this. So I feel like there's going to be something that he says that's going to make you feel good. Um, and it may feel just really random. Yeah, look. He's gonna show, I feel like you guys are still gonna communicate. Again, I'm seeing someone that's reliable, like someone that's like serious and someone that's consistent. So I feel communication will continue. So that is what I'm getting for that. And then we'll do the universe messages. So let's see what's coming towards Sarah. You're welcome. Let's see. What is coming towards Sarah? We have new home. You got Scorpio season here. So Scorpio season could be an important season for you. A spiritual healing. Not a spiritual healing, but spiritual healing. Career options. We also have Cancer season. A business or money call. The blast from the past. Healing your inner child. A raise. Someone is pregnant. This could be some like a new project too. Cash flow. You have a lot about money coming your way and career. Spending time with family and friends and energy boost. I'm gonna give you a few extra. Give me 3. More healing. Okay. An unexpected invitation. A boost in your confidence and like money options. So you could have some career options coming up. So that is what I have for you, Sarah. Thank you so much. And I hope that was helpful. Girl, why? All right. What was that guy's name? Oh my God, was he a Sagittarius? I want to say he was a Sagittarius. Look, someone is manifesting you. What is that freaking guy's name? Oh my God. Sarah, what was that guy? I think he was a Sagittarius. That he was moving really slow. Then it felt like he started to move things and then he kind of slowed back up again. You cut him off. P. Don't be surprised if he reaches out. He could be reaching out soon. I don't know why he's in your energy. He's like in it heavy too. Hi Alyssa, how are you? By the way, guys, donations are open. There are no free readings. Yeah, he's in your energy. That's crazy. I'm like, what is his name? Like, I felt it when I was pulling those cards, like the what's coming towards you from the beginning. I was trying to figure out like what was his name. Then I was like, I can't. You're welcome. All right, just who you can pose. All right, let's see. Like, this is the box for this deck. The Elemental Wisdom Tarot. I think I paid like $5 for this deck on Amazon. And if it wasn't Amazon, it was probably Temu. All right, let's see. How is Jay feeling about Jess? Really? Oh my God. I hate when your stomach hurts. Oh my God. The Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups. There's something else, but I feel like he's like obsessively thinking about you. And I want to clarify. Yeah, look, the Justice card. Like, I want to say that he may be like obsessively thinking about the unknown. This Taco Bell was my first meal too. Oh shit. um he may have a little bit of like, I'm not getting fear or doubt per se, but there could be a little worry about the unknown. So, which is not a bad thing, okay? Because I feel like on his own, he's gonna gain his own clarity. I feel like in his mind, so because he's feeling so emotionally attached to you with this Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups, like wanting to offer you something, like he's already, that's it. Like before, I think there was a bit of like, not accepting his true feelings for you or what he was feeling, where now he's accepted it, right? He's accepted that you are the one. He wants that blissful relationship with you. He wants that marriage with you. Like a lot of like future energy, right? Like kids, like all that stuff. Like now there's a lot of certainty. And I do feel like he's already made up his mind that he is going to make a love offer. He is going to offer something to you. He wants a new beginning, right? It's just maybe for him is the unknown is like, we have tarot, so we can look up at certain things, and we make we would make whatever we want out of that, right? He don't have that. He doesn't have that. He just has pure intuition. I mean, unless he's getting readings, which I've never gotten that from him. But we have a tool that we use, so we could check. But he doesn't. So it's like even for him, even like for us. So how I could say, like, how we sometimes get and we're like, we don't really know what's gonna happen, even though we're the ones creating the story. We may still doubt it happening. I don't even think we doubt it happening. We may just be like the timing, and maybe even the how and the when, right? Which we know we're not supposed to. But for him, it's so different because like we have certainty that this is gonna happen. For Can you still hear me? Okay, you can now. All right, because I stopped as soon as the call came in. for him, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. All he knows is how he feels about you and what he wants to do. But maybe he doesn't know if like you would accept it. Maybe he doesn't know if like, oh my, you know, what if she is seeing somebody? Like he could have like those little thoughts that come in. But I feel like there is more clarity within him than there is those doubts. So which is good. Like the Seven of Swords, constantly watching you, constantly trying to figure out things, maybe trying to put two and two together. um I don't know, I'm thinking about the picture I saw in your profile in their story today. So maybe he's like, who took those pictures, right? Like there's a lot of like curiosity around him, but the thing is this, like I'm getting like he's gonna start coming out of that curious energy and being more bold, which to me is like speaking. Yeah, like the Four Swords in the reverse. So no longer staying in the I'm gonna relax, we'll see what happens. No, now he knows, like he's in that energy where he knows that he has to make something happen. So he's no longer in that energy of like, oh, I'm just gonna let time go, like whatever happens happens, I'm gonna let the universe direct me, or like, let God's timing or divine timing, whatever he applies to in his life. That's where he was at, where now he's like, no, I gotta let me get up, I gotta make a move. That's kind of how he was the first time seeing my carpet. Yes, that's what it made me think of. Yeah, similar curiosity, exactly. The King of Cups. Girl with the Knight of Cups. He's gonna fucking. I don't care. I don't care. I've been seeing this. Like I like this because now he's letting, like he's following his heart. It's no longer being too logical. Like he could still be logical because again we do have the Five of Swords with the Justice card there, which she has a sword, the Seven of Swords. So there is some logic that's playing out. But I feel like there's way more emotion and wanting to take action than there is logic. Because even with the Four of Swords, again, he's getting out of that resting energy, that passive energy, that like, okay, like, yeah, I want to be with her, but, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be. No, now um, he's like, no, I want this, I'm going to make it happen. He did? Yeah, he's gonna make it happen. He is, trust. He is. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from him. You're welcome. Hi, who's in here with us, guys? Donations are open. You did? I want some candy corn. And you bought the brand that I like. That's the good brand. Can you add John to the list, Joss, please? Thank you. Yo, yep, exactly, Joss. That's exactly. And you know which ones I can't really dig too much? I could maybe only have one at a time. The pumpkin. When they come in like the pumpkin shape. Yeah, I gotta eat in small quantities too. Doesn't it make you like cough? Don't it make you feel like you be coughing? I don't know. I feel like you start coughing. All right, John, if you're here, you can post your question. You have, yeah, I feel like if I eat too much, I start coughing. Like it makes me cough. It makes my, like it scratches my throat or something. Makes my throat a little itchy. Whereas though, um, yeah, it is just, so I feel like, yeah, I feel like the pumpkin I can only do like one or two. Yeah, I like it. Oh my god, I'm watching this movie called I'm Somebody's Child. Okay, so let's see. Since the court named me the primary parent, I wonder how will things look between Leslie, Jess, and I when we all no longer live together at the end of next month. Okay, let's see. How will things look? All right, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords. All right, let's see. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? And the, oh, you know what I'm getting, John? Mainly her energy, and you know the main thing I'm getting here. So I have the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords. I feel like she's going to, because all right, so I feel like you're going to be more in a comfortable space. I want to say physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Um, you're gonna be in a good place. You're gonna be in a more consistent place, in a more, like I said, more in a going day to day and not much worrying. Whereas though I'm getting her energy where she's having sleepless nights, there's worry. So she's almost going from this comfort, right, this energy of being in comfort, to a little chaotic. The Nine of Swords for me is all about worry. Is like, again, sleepless nights, even maybe even nightmares. Just like a lot of stress around her. I'm getting a lot of stress around her. So if she's been more of the person up until now that's been more in this calm, cool, collective energy, kind of like carefree, nonchalant, she's not gonna be there once you guys are living separately. I feel like she's the one that's gonna find herself more stressed out mentally, and especially emotionally, because she's showing up as the Queen of Cups, which is, she's the one that's more in tune with emotions, intuition, and what I'm getting from her, I feel like she's gonna miss the dynamic that you guys had, prior to divorce, because I got the Ten of Cups here. I'm seeing you, John. You're looking forward. You're looking towards the future. You're looking towards like what's next, the next best thing. You're kind of moving on. You may start to feel more at ease with, like, I don't know if you're dating or not, but I feel like you're gonna be more open to like a romantic connection, where you guys start off as friends, not with Leslie. I'm talking about like somebody completely new. um Show me the Three of Wands. I feel like too, John, and I'm not surprised that this is coming up. I feel like you living like separate from her. I feel like, so with you having primary, I'm assuming your son will live with you more. Yeah, look, the King of Wands, here you are. Like you're, so this is what I'm getting. You kind of like separating from her. And I'm gonna pull more cards like on your son, because I'm only getting you and her here. You're going to be able to, like, I'm sure you've heard this before, when people have a dark cloud, like the things just don't go their way, right? So she may be the dark cloud that, things may not have gone your way as long as, but the minute that you guys go your separate ways, is like cloud leaves you and things starts to fall into place for you, like in the best kind of way. And that's what I'm getting. Like I said, I feel like she's gonna be the one that's more in a worried energy than you are. You're kind of more in this blissful energy. Show me Jackson, how is he? I feel like overall too, you guys will be able to like co-parent in a good way. um like most, it feels like you guys like living separately is gonna be a lot healthier for everyone. The Eight of Cups. The Empress. The King of Cups. I feel like your son is actually like, he's showing up as the Eight of Cups. So I feel like he's kind of like looking forward to a new beginning. So it's like, even if he doesn't know like word for word everything that's happened between you guys, he, people can feel. People are not stupid, so people can feel things even if they don't know. So I feel like he's kind of just looking forward to like a new start. See, you showing up as a King of Cups, she's showing up as the Queen of Cups. So for me, it does feel, so he's ready for growth. Like your son is ready for growth, where things feel kind of like, maybe like there's, like I said, even if he doesn't know everything per se, you can always, you could tell when things are like tense, right? No matter how much people try to hide it. So I feel like he's gonna feel more at ease. And I feel like it is gonna help him evolve a lot more. You and Leslie are showing up in the same, like you're showing up as the King of Cups, she's the Queen of Cups. So I do see like working well together while living separately. Like, so I just feel like you guys may work a lot. I mean, work a lot better together in separate homes. Like things feel, she's gonna have her own issues up here, because she's feeling like there's a sense of missing the old dynamic, where you're more in this, again, looking towards new beginnings, towards the future. She's gonna be looking at the past. So, but I don't see that affecting any living arrangements, is what I'm gonna say. So that is what I have for you, John. So yeah, I feel like your son is gonna feel fine. I think that I feel like things are gonna go well. She's gonna have her own issues to deal with. You're welcome. All right, guys. Who's in here with us? I'm eating some fruit snacks. The berries and cherries. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. You haven't? Yeah, I am. Well, I wouldn't say like all the time because the box, I buy the box and it lasts me a while, but I like them. Just did your mom say anything about what happened this morning? Your stomach still fucked up? Your stomach like, girl, don't even think about food right now. Not much, yeah. I mean, it's just life shit that happens. Yeah, makes sense. Right, John. Which is good. One time I got a speeding ticket. Could have went really bad, but he gave me the lowest ticket he could at the time, which was like $40. I love having pineapple too, Jess. Pineapple is really good for your digestive system. People think it's not, but it is. Pineapples, you know what? I started to like pineapple when I got older. Well, I'm not older, but you get what I'm saying. When I was younger, I couldn't. I think that's the only, that's the probably like, I want to work on that, like what's coming in your connection. Are you rewriting it for neatness or like rewording? Oh my god, yeah. That was like that girl, Ava. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Now who else lurking other than me? Yeah, I'm gonna stay out till 5. Because then I'll be back later. Hi, who's in here with us? Last call for donations. Hi, Bree. Yeah, last call for donations before I get off. All right, I got you, Bree. 1 second. Hi, Jasmine. I'm good. How are you? Dawn still haven't been on, right, Jasmine? Mm-hmm. Right. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what the heck got to her. Like, what the fuck happened? All right, let's get started with Bree. Yeah. All right, what do you want Bree to know? What do you want Bree to know, Spirit? What do you want at this time? I was just surprised when I went in there one time to say hi to Dawn. It was like, it had to be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I saw her in there and I'm like, she usually would get off by like a certain time. Like, it isn't it like 3 o'clock in the morning for her? I really want Bray to know. Alright, you have the Ten of Fire. They're saying a sub-hub from others. Your life could be a little out of balance right now. Maybe there's a bit of like stress coming up for you. If you're not there now, there could be some stress coming up in the near future. Yeah, the Five of Air. I feel like if there is any like situation right now that you feel you need to cut ties with, they're saying now is the best time to do that. You have the Seven of Fire, which to me, this is a card of like, you know, defending your beliefs and like defending like yourself, right? Like kind of like, you know, standing your ground, but also choosing your battles. So like, let's just say, I'm going to use an example. Like, there's a friend that you talk to daily, and but when you talk to them, they show up as very combative. Like, they always disagree with everything you say. They always kind of like, you always leave the conversations feeling like, what the fuck, like drained instead of like motivated or like encouraged. They're saying like, you have the choice to like cut the ties with that person, or just not let it get to you, whatever energy they're putting out there. Wait, that's what it was. If she would give people more details, she would get mad. Sometimes this is a thing, and I'll come back to you, Bree. This is what people don't understand. Sometimes spirit is just clear cut with certain people. Like, well, not certain people, with certain questions. Like, sometimes, I mean, I've done readings where I pulled 8 cards or 6 cards, and literally there's only one card that stands out. Or sometimes I don't even go off of the cards. I go by what spirit is telling me, because, you know, I also hear and see messages and all that stuff. Like, tarot is just a tool. And then some people, you take more time because there's so much information coming in. I'm not the type of person to just cut off just because, or if I have more details to give. Like, let's just say someone is asking like about a person's next actions, but their feelings are showing up, and like intentions and like side messages. I'm gonna give them everything, you know. I'm not gonna force it either. But then there's some people that you don't really get like, the question is just what it is and the message is just what it is. And especially when people are asking the same questions all the time, like a lot of times you're not gonna get a different answer if the question is the same every day. All right, so back to you, Bree. Sorry. So you have life experience. So I feel like there's gonna be a significant light event coming up for you. Something is gonna be revealed to you, and this could be with like, when it comes to like yourself, when it comes to like, I feel like it is yourself, because it's for me, like they're saying like there's a powerful revelation that's gonna lead to change, and like they're saying it's time to spread your wings. So I feel like there could be something that comes up for you that you kind of like, almost like, you know, I always say like there's no such thing as blockages unless you believe in them. So maybe you're gonna find like a block, like something that you've been holding on to that actually is not beneficial to you, is actually more detrimental. So like, let's just say, like, I'm just throwing this out there, what I can relate it to. If you're trying to manifest money, but you've been doing this for a while, and you're like, haven't seen results. It's like something is just gonna come to you, like where you're gonna be like, oh my god, that was it. Where like, let's just say it's revealed to you that you've been holding on to this belief that it's hard to manifest money. Like, it could be something that small that once you address it, then all of a sudden money's gonna start flowing in like really fast. Again, that's just an example. That's not exactly what I'm getting from spirit, because they're not sharing. When they use the word something is being revealed, is going to be revealed to you, it's not for me to say, it's for them, it's for it to just happen to you, because they're not sharing it. Yeah, that's why I tell people all the time, like, Because I've seen that a lot in a lot of channels, Jasmine, where people are like, yeah, being combative about, oh, but that person got more cards. Like, yeah, because there was more clarifying and there was more information for them. Why are you mad? Like, just weird. You have the Hermit and the Empress. These are good cards. Let's see. Release. And the Six of Water. The Hermit is here, so they're saying spend time in like meditation. I don't know if you meditate, but this is all about like spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So I feel like coming up, there's gonna be a lot of like things being revealed to you about yourself. But this is the thing, it's gonna be helpful. It's not things that are being revealed that's gonna be like not helpful or like that's gonna drain you. It's more so like you're gonna be, oh shit, that now I could work on this and I could keep things moving. Now things are gonna start moving faster. So there's a lot of self-discovery with you. I feel like you're evolving too, because we do have the Empress here. I feel like you're gonna be giving birth to like all your ideas, all your like dreams. They're also saying nurture yourself, focus on you. The release card is all about like the end of a phase or a situation. Like they're saying it's time to move on. So if there's anything from the past that you've been holding on to, like whether it's connections, whether it's beliefs, whether it's, you know, circumstances, whether it's situations, it's time to let it go and move on from it. You do have the Six of Water here, which is all about like, this is the past coming up, and maybe like you need to create better stories about your past. Either accept them for what it is, like accept the lessons for what they were, or you can create new stories and like kind of romanticize your past rather than being a victim of the past. Show me more. You have the Lovers, the Three of Fire. You have a lot of abundance around you too, by the way. I just felt that intuitively. There's like a lot of abundance coming your way. It's like, I mean, I feel like it's literally like circling you. So it's like, it's just a matter of time, like any minute now. You could have like money just flooding. Oh shit, hold on. That was what's way too much. The Knight of Air. All right, Toka, you'll be after Bree. Girl, I feel like I just heard good health. So you have good health coming your way. I feel like we could close it at 5. They're saying carefully weigh your decisions coming up. You don't have to like rush to make a decision. I'm also getting like a person, like an intimate relationship coming your way. I see, again, I'm seeing abundance here with the Three of Fire. I feel like things are gonna look really good for you. They're saying like just keep having a little bit more patient as things start to come towards you. Like let's just say, and I'm gonna use money again. For some reason, money is being used for you. Let's just say you have like been manifesting, like, I'm just gonna throw out a number, $2,000, and you win a lottery ticket for, let's say you're trying to win a $2,000 lottery ticket, but you are just winning like $50, 200, you know, then it's like 75, and they're saying keep persisting in that, because you will get your 2,000. Don't give up. The Queen of Fire is here. They're saying stretch your wings and fly. Again, I got that with the life experience card too. Like, it's time to spread your wings. I think you're selling yourself short is what they're saying, and maybe underestimating yourself. And they're saying you need to assert yourself more in like your independence and like your confidence. You have the Knight of Air, which is about things happening really fast. And this is why they're telling you like to take your time before you make decisions, before you make like permanent decisions. You know, if you're making like temporary decisions, something that's not going to really affect you long term wise, then you know it is what it is. But anything that can affect you long term wise, they're saying to take your time. There's no need to rush, because you may have a lot of things coming, a lot of things coming your way at once, where you're going to feel like this urge to rush them. So yeah, that's what I have for you, love. So that is for Bree. And thank you, Bree. All right, and Toka, you can go ahead and post, and we could close just. You're welcome. Yeah, that's crazy, Jasmine. Like, I had someone like that too. That Queen of Swords. She used to do shit like that. I'm like, no, like, don't. It would just get, I, it would get crazy in here. And I mean, this is when there was like a bunch of people where we'll be here for hours. And it was just, it would get so hectic in the chat. And it was just like, why are you even doing this? Like, I'm not in a rush. So why are you in a rush to get people's questions? Like, just relax. Yeah, if you don't take a stand, then people, they'll walk all over you. You remember that, Josh? You used to be like, it used to be weird. Like, relax. That's, to me, that's crazy though, because to me it's like, if Brad, like, just deal with the situation, get over it and keep it moving. I think that she just maybe doesn't know how to deal with it. Some people get like iffy about like stuff like that. All right, let's see for Toka. Okay, so just remember, so I will do his actions tomorrow, but just remember, like, timing is fluid with tarot. So even if it doesn't, whatever comes out, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's still a possibility for it to come up, to come out. I just always like to put that disclaimer. Sometimes, you know, like I said, timing is fluid, and even if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's still, there's still a possibility of it happening. But let's see. Let's see. Jay's actions towards Toka tomorrow. I think I may see him tomorrow. Okay, let's see. What are Jay's next actions towards her tomorrow? Yeah, I can't believe she was acting like that over readings. Yeah. Yeah, like, to me, I feel like it's up to the reader. Like I said, like, there's, you know, some people who will either they do their readings by timing or by the amount of cards, and then that's it. That's why I'm like, people, some people take advantage. Even like people that donate for readings, like, they want to ask 50 questions, and it's like, you paid for one question. Like, be for real. um don't take advantage either. But then you have people that, you know, readers that will cut it off, like, I just, all right, that's it. And you could tell that there was more info. Like, I've never been like that. Yeah, it's your channel. If you want to do more, you do more. Like, it's on you. And sometimes you're just trying to get clarity on what spirit is giving you, because sometimes it's a little bit like it's not clear, so you have to make it make sense. All right, what are Jay's actions towards Toka tomorrow? We got the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. The Empress. The Two of Wands. The Six of Cups. All right, this is probably why Spirit was saying, wanted me to give you that disclaimer, because I see like quiet energy. Let me see, show me. The Six of Wands. The Queen of, yeah, I'm getting like there's some quiet energy, but I'm not in the sense that he's not gonna speak to you, but where you may not see him. But then I feel like you are. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be a little bit more busy than normal. Like, I don't know what kind of work you guys do, so I don't know if it's gonna be like a little bit more busy than normal when you guys don't get to like interact as much. But I see you looking very beautiful, so he is acknowledging that. He's acknowledging like how beautiful and gorgeous you look, like wanting to give you all his attention, wanting to give you things. I'm getting, so even with the Page of Pentacles there, that's like a grounding energy, very grounded energy. You may be in anticipation of seeing him or like speaking to him, but not in like a desperate way. I'm not getting that. Like, you're just like anybody would, right? When you have a crush on somebody, when you like somebody, you're gonna be like in anticipation of seeing them, like of like interacting with them, talking to them, even if it's small talk. And I get like that's where you're gonna be at, but yeah, like you're looking very beautiful. I feel like things are gonna be very balanced with you and him too. So like I feel like you guys are starting to enter more of a comfortable space where you're gonna see, like, you know, when you're like getting to know somebody, right? I'm just using this as an example. Like, the guy may like start texting you good morning, and now he's texting you good morning every single day. He's checking up on you in the middle of the day, and then at nighttime you guys are probably like talking on the phone or FaceTiming. Like, there's gonna be more of that consistency coming up. Maybe not in those exact ways, but where it's like there's a comfortable, like you guys are comfortable. So you may start to also feel comfortable with taking actions towards him. Not necessarily like you're like, let's go out, but like where you're like initiating too. Because I'm getting a lot of your energy here. Show me, Jay, the Strap card. Oh. The Ace of Swords, the World. He's also gonna, like, you're gonna get more clarity from him, even if it's like indirectly, about his intentions. So I see you guys like talking a lot, but I feel like I'm trying to get on something for tomorrow, but they're not giving me anything specific for tomorrow. But let me see. See, things are gonna be start to feel more in harmony. Yeah, he's gonna still initiate. So I feel like, yeah, like, you know, when you, like I said, when you're starting to get to know a guy, but now it's been like we're in a place where it's like I no longer think like wait for him to call me. I'm just gonna call him if I feel like it throughout the day, or like, you know, if I woke up early as hell, like, and I know that he's probably still sleeping, I might send a text message. I mean, most of the guys initiate it all the time. But I know that there's, you know, when once you're like in a relationship, you start to like do certain things yourself. So I get like that's what I'm getting mostly. Like, you guys are just entering like more of a like comfortable space. So there may not be like anything like very drastic that he does outside of like what he's been doing, like maybe like, you know, giving you a ride, or like you guys going out to grab something to eat, you know, conversing more. I do get a lot of attention, but what I'm mainly getting is balance and harmony. So like things just kind of being very subtle. Like, you're gonna see like subtle changes, or like subtle growth that you may not notice, but it's happening. I do still see him taking the lead, but with the Strength card too, like he's still not in a place where he's like rushing anything. And even with the Temperance, it's a card of like taking your time. Um, but yeah, I see like more clarity coming in from him. Like you're gonna start to feel more confident about his intentions with you. So that's what I have for you, Toka. I think tomorrow you guys will communicate. There may be, like I said, there may be like a little bit of time where things are busy, but then it kind of picks up the communication. Yeah, because I got a lot of wands here at the bottom, and those are action takers. He's gonna take some type of action towards you. So that is what I have for you, my love. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, he's giving you a lot of attention. Like he is like all eyes on you when it comes to him. If he has 6 eyes, all will be on you. Does he wear glasses? Yeah, this is a good, that's a good energy. You're welcome. Yeah. Remember? Yeah, but you know what? I don't remember. It was still early. That's why when I tell everybody, when you first, like, I still use my logic when it comes to things. So it's like when you're first meeting someone, I think a lot of people have this idea that like the person is gonna open up right away and they're gonna be like, but a lot of people are not like that. And I learned that from like having guy friends. Like a lot of my guy friends would a lot of my guy friends, the ones that are married, like they didn't even, their girlfriends, like I mean they dated their wives maybe like a year or two before they even became boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm talking about like the ones in healthy relationships. Not saying that you can't, that if you meet someone today, like tomorrow you can't be in love. That I'm not saying that, because anything is possible. I mean, I have a friend that met her husband at the bar. She went home with him that night. And she's a lot older than me though. She went home with him that night, and they've been married for like 30 plus years. So, like, some things can happen, but I feel like being more realistic, like some people, especially like a lot, I mean, I don't even open up that fast. And a lot of men are like that, where they're not gonna like show emotionally. And especially like you guys have a very like, I mean, I don't want to say unique situation, but it's different because you have a work relationship. So there's like certain boundaries and like certain things that you want to try lightly with, because you know people have like made complaints about people sexually harassing them. So there's like a thin line, you know, between like wanting to show interest and then also being mindful. So yeah, that's why I always say like don't worry. I mean, time will tell. But now if you see like, you know, things don't progress, then that's different. And I tell that to everybody, like whether you work with someone or not. um you'll know, because your connection is either going to be progressing or it's not. As long as there's progress, then you're good. It's when there's no progress, that's when I will start to worry. So yeah, so that is what I have for you, my love, and thank you so much. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna head out. I'll be back on later, maybe like around 9:30. Um, it's already 5:13. Dang, they don't even feel like it's been that long. That's because I came on a little later. So yeah. All right. Love you guys. See you. Bye. Have a nice day too.